Today I want to share with you the 5 biggest mistakes I see with people and their estate planning documents. And then you may disagree. You may find that the order of them is different in your view, but I've been doing this a long time, and these are things that we have seen over the years that we've classified as the 5 biggest mistakes people make. So the first mistake, and I have a list here, so I will look at it. The first biggest mistake, or number 5, is doing it yourself. Estate planning documents are very, very important. Just like if you're told you need heart surgery, that's something that's very, very important. It's critical. And you wouldn't go, oh, or you need any kind of surgery. You're not going to pull out a knife and start doing it yourself. You're going to go to somebody who's experienced and qualified and has done that before, and they know what they're doing, so that you're sure that the outcome is the outcome you want. And the same applies with your estate planning documents. Doing it yourself, if you are not an estate planning attorney, is a critical mistake. Even attorneys who have no experience in estate plan probably shouldn't do it themselves. Even though they're legally authorized to do it, they probably shouldn't, because you need experience in doing this. Number 4 is getting the fill-in forms offline and off a supply store, or using a non-lawyer / paralegal to help you complete forms. Forms are just that. One size fits all. That's why you do a form. You fill in blanks because the form fits everybody. Well, estate plans are highly individualized. You have particular desires, particular wishes, and those wishes vary probably drastically from the next person watching this video, and even from the last person who watched this video. I can guarantee you people have different requests, different wishes, and different desires, different plans, having met with thousands of people and done their estate plans. So utilizing a one-size-fits-all form, or going to a non-lawyer, talk about that for a minute, non-lawyer legal services, all they can do is help you fill out forms. They cannot provide you any legal advice. You have to be a lawyer to provide legal advice. And to provide legal advice in this area, you should be experienced in this area. So mistake number 4 is thinking I can get this done by simply buying something online and filling in blanks. Nothing can be further from the truth. Number 3 is to fail to properly execute your documents. This is the most common way documents get thrown out. So persons, maybe they did it with a lawyer who's not experienced. Maybe they used these online forms, but they failed to sign under the proper circumstances that are required, not optional, not, well, I hope you did it. If they are not signed correctly, they are invalid, and it's the same as having not done it at all. So failure to execute the documents properly is a major mistake that we see often when people do not use a qualified and experienced attorney to assist them through this process. Number 2 is the failure to use clear language. So maybe you write it yourself. Maybe someone somewhere else wrote it. You're using a form. What's important for you is you have an individualized plan, a desire that's personal to you, and the language that explains that plan must be clear, not subject to multiple interpretations. Well, it could mean this, but maybe it means that. It may be valid, executed properly and drawn properly, but not clear. And if it's not clear, then a court won't know what to do. And if a court doesn't know what to do, you can at least 50% chance what you wanted to happen is not going to happen. What certainly will happen is there'll be a lot of fighting, delay, and expense over this document that doesn't have clear language identifying your wishes. Finally, the most common mistake that I have seen, having done this for a bunch of years, having spoke on this hundreds of times, is people who think they can do it later. Right? Well, I'll do it tomorrow. I feel okay, so I don't need to do it. That's a major misconception, and it's the biggest mistake that you can make. You know, they say, when is the best time to plant a tree? The answer is yesterday. And then what's the second best time to plant a tree? Today. And estate planning is just like that. Many people, I don't know you, maybe in your 70s, 80s, even 90s. We have clients who had no estate plan and they come in their 90s. I tell them they're very, very fortunate to have made it to that point, but very responsible to do it today. And that's when it needs to be done. So mistake number one is thinking you have tomorrow to get it done and putting it off till tomorrow. Read the obituaries. You see the headlines. People of all ages are dying for various reasons, various circumstances. And you should take the responsible step, protect your family and your loved ones, and make sure that your desires and your wishes are properly documented. And then you can have peace about that.